All right, once again, welcome back to Sisu to Success, where you learn about success and how to achieve the goals that you are looking for. My name is Paul Wurtenen, and I am the host of this show, of this channel. So, you might hear some moving around upstairs. We are getting some chores done, last minute chores for the day. We're probably going to have them done sooner, but the day just gets away. Sometimes you just have to take a little bit of time to relax. So, in the mornings we spend a couple hours, especially on the weekends, we spend a couple hours, playing games. Me and my wife will play some board games, we'll play card games, we'll play last several days, we've been playing Boggle, just the word games, just things to do and to have fun, spend time together, which is always wonderful. Something different than sitting in front of the TV. Well, we also, around lunchtime may do the same thing because, you got to eat lunch. You might as well do something while you're eating lunch, right? Absolutely. So we will have fun, play some games. So, the day gets away. I just went to the store late at night, later in the evening here. Chicken finally just got put in the oven. We'll get into with some barbecue sauce on it. So we'll be eating a little bit later today, maybe around 7:15. Yeah. So that gets me into the next topic I want to talk about, which is something you really need for success. Now, over the holidays, Christmas holiday, over New Year's, we had no problem with meals. Wife and I, we like to eat, but we don't necessarily like to make things because everybody seems to have a different taste, a different palate. I am low sodium, low fat. Yes, I have to have some fat in my food, just for brain health, some sodium for neurological health and stuff like that. My wife is a meat and potatoes person. I have my allergies, my dairy and wheat and red dye I can't eat. The kids will eat almost anything, but though they are a little bit fussy too. And when kids, I'm talking about my adult kids, which I still have hanging around the house, which is totally fine. So we have a lot of variety when it comes to our food. And then my oldest came home for Christmas this year. It was wonderful having them, but they are vegan. So trying to mash all of our flavors together, all of our tastes, all of our dietary needs, we sat down and made a 2-week plan. Here's what we're going to eat. Every day we had at least the dinner meal, because that's the one we all are participating in. So we had the dinner meal planned out for 2 weeks. It was wonderful. We went to the store ahead of time, got the food that we needed to take care of everybody's dietary needs. Well, holidays is over. We are back to dinner time rolls around and we don't have enough of this, we don't have enough of that. Oh, we don't really want to eat this. We didn't even take chicken out or didn't take anything out of the freezer to thaw out. Oh, we got to run to the store to pick up some more food. Nobody really wants to. We find that, we always joke that it would be easier just to get ourselves a short order cook, hire a short order cook, and hey, everybody just gets what they want. Well, that's not as practical in our lives, and like most people's lives, we don't have the finances to be able to have a short order cook on hand at our beck and call. So the way to solve that is we really definitely need to come up with a plan of action, plan for what we are going to eat this week. And then, on the weekend, we could do our shopping, go, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, whatever, and do shopping for the week. Sounds fair. But implementing it, getting it going on a regular basis is a tough one. So, really, when it comes to our food, our plan is we plan to fail because we failed to plan. And I got to thinking about that. I'm like, a lot of times when we are reaching for success, the success that we want, we just barrel ahead and on a whim, we just go about the direction we think we need to be going. And there's quite a few times you just get off track. You're like, this wasn't what I wanted. This isn't what I signed up for. Well, what did you sign up for? How do you know when you're on track? Well, of course, you have to have a plan, just like a family needs to have a plan, a meal plan, a family plan. A family plan could be what is going to happen with you and your assets and your family, your kids as they grow up. What is the plan to get everybody to where they need to go? Most families, I don't think, really have too much of a plan, and that's what keeps them where they're at, not continuing to grow. What is your plan? What is your plan for success? Your plan needs to be a step-by-step guide to get you there. And it's not just the goals that you need to plan out, but it's the plan to what to do to achieve those goals. That is very important, and we a lot of times fail at planning this out. That is why I always have been an advocate of writing it down. The other day I thought to myself, why am I carrying all these bags to work? It's almost like as if I'm moving into my job every day. Now I have a third bag for clothes, for working out, to carry my shoes in. I have another bag for my lunch, and a bag that I carry my medications, and I carry books, and just a lot of different things. I'm like, let me pare down. So let me see if I can take out the books that are not necessary, that I'm really not using on a regular basis. And I looked in the bag. Yeah, I have lots of little trinkets and stuff in one of the pouches in my bag, and medications in another pouch. But at the two main big parts of the bag, it's like journals. I have 3 journals, a notepad, and a notebook. I'm like, I was expecting to, just from the weight of everything, I was expecting to find, a book, one of these things. No, that's not what I found. I found stuff to write things, to keep track of things. Okay, I could really probably do a little bit better job. I'm probably really only using maybe 2 of them out of the 5. So yes, I thought maybe I need to pare them down. So that's what I was thinking about doing over the weekend. However, I did not add to my schedule, so I didn't plan to do that. I just thought about doing it. So maybe when I get done this recording, I will have to run up there, dig through the bag, and see what I really, truly need. But you can get lost even if you think you're going for the goals and doing what you need to do to achieve your success, you really can get lost if you don't have a plan. The plan is your roadmap to success. And that's what I want to emphasize today. You need to have a plan. You need to share the plan with your team. That is how you are going to go and soar and be successful and achieve the goals that you are setting for yourself. One of the goals that I set for myself this year is to take more pictures. I do get out and take more pictures. I have gotten out. I've got on just picture taking weekends. Wonderful times. I tend to bring my camera now when I leave town, because you never know when I'll find a animal of some sort to take a picture of. So the other goal I have this year is to build this channel. And we know that on the 14th of December, 2025, I set out with the goal of creating content every single day. I have roadmaps. Yes, of course, my green screen is messing with this, but I have a roadmap. Here, it's literally a calendar. Yes, this one's from December, but I have a calendar of what I'm going to talk about. I want to be successful. I want to help you be successful, give you guidance. I'm not going to tell you what to do for your success, but I'm going to show you different steps that you are going to need in order to be successful. So create a plan. Let that be your guide to achieving your goals, to achieving the success you want in 2026. And that is my message for today. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I have another episode, like tomorrow. And give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you so desire. And leave a comment about, do you have a plan? Simple yes or no. I don't need to know what your plan is. What is your plan? Have you written your plan down? If not, I'd suggest maybe you do that. It doesn't have to be extremely detailed today, but as you review your plan, you can tweak it. You can add more points to your plan so that it really becomes a specific roadmap to where you want to go. All right, I've taken enough of your time for today, and I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will be back here tomorrow. Take care.